This desk may look pretty minimal, but every single thing on it has a very specific purpose. Now, some of these things help me edit faster, others help me stay focused, and a few of them honestly make the entire workflow smoother as a solo filmmaker. Because let's be honest, when you work alone, your desk basically becomes like your control center. I mean, it's where I edit videos, where I manage footage, where I charge my gear, where I do voiceovers, and even where I do my talking head videos. So in this video, I'm going to show you the desk setup I use every single day, starting from very small gadgets and ending with the core tools that basically power my entire workflow. Now, the first one is probably the simplest gadget I have on my desk, and it's the magnetic phone charger. It's basically like a MagSafe style charger that sits flat on your desk. And whenever I'm editing, I just drop my phone there and it immediately starts charging. And it does maybe sound like a tiny thing, but it's actually incredibly convenient for me. Maybe I need to look at some notes from the pre-production and I have my phone accessible right there and it's still charging. So maybe when I need to go on a shoot after, I still have my phone charging and I have extremely accessible right away. Plus, I don't need to search like for cables or plug anything in. I just need to place my phone over there and it starts doing its thing. There's also like an extra small thing that I really like about this. With the new Apple features, if you place the phone horizontally, it can actually turn into like a small desk clock, which I think looks pretty nice and it gives it like, I think that like the right vibe for the desk and for editing in general. So this helps me when I need my phone accessible while I'm editing, but when I do like the heavy sessions of editing, I try to put my phone elsewhere. It depends maybe on what types of video I'm editing, but yeah, I try to keep my phone on my desk when I really need it. If I don't need it, I just put it in another room because I don't want any distractions. Like that's the main thing. So the next gadget, I mean, I wouldn't really call it a gadget, but it still sits on my desk. It's on the top right and it's my Ikea lamp. And again, I mean, this is nothing fancy, but I still think that aesthetically, I really like the way it looks, in terms of the structure. And it also produces like a light, a really warm light that I really love, especially when I'm editing like at night or when the sun is down. So as I said, like this lamp creates a very warm and relaxed atmosphere in the room. And it maybe sounds like a small detail, but the lighting actually affects how long you comfortably work. At least for me, if the lighting is too harsh, like late at night especially, it just keeps my brain in day mode. But the warm light helps the brain slowly wind down. So for example, when I'm finishing like editing late at night, especially when I've done all my color grading and I don't have like the warm light pointing in my face, I really feel like it sets the mood and like the environmental feel a lot more relaxed. Now, gadget number 3, it's actually the thing that I think costs the least in my setup, but it's probably one of the most important. It sits on the left side of my desk and it holds several cables in place. I mean, imagine my cables like without this thing. They would be everywhere. I would probably try to hang them on my microphone that I'm gonna talk about later or on my lamp, like whatever. But yeah, this is just a simple thing. You glue it on. I think it has a way to stick it on. I still put some glue because it fell off one time. So you just need to put some glue on it and it does the work. I mean, it's beautiful. I think it's really aesthetic, especially like this black theme that I'm going on. And I mean, I just love it. I also especially love this because I have a cable, a USB-C cable directly attached to my camera right now. And when I'm finishing the editing, I just need to get the cable and place it right on my Mac that I have here. And it's so easy to do and it just lets me save a lot of time. I don't need to grab my camera, put it here and connect the cable. I simply have this, which is already put here. These are like the simple small things that us videographers and solo filmmakers need to adjust and to optimize because time is our biggest asset. Now, gadget number 4, it's probably the most aesthetic one of them all. It's not necessary, but I still love it. It's the desk mat. Now, the brand is called the Jialong, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's basically a very big mouse pad that covers almost like the whole center of my desk. Now, it's actually a pretty cheap accessory, but it's still incredibly useful. Obviously, first thing, it gives my mouse a very smooth surface, which is important obviously when spending countless hours editing, but it also, I think, protects like the sort of desk itself and it gives it like a really good vibe. Now, I'm not a connoisseur in like desk mats, but I mean, the fabric is really great. I had this for a couple of years now, and it doesn't have any signs of like degrading or something like that, so it just works. I love this desk mat, and I can't find another that looks better than this, because with the table, the like wooden table that I have, I think it matches perfectly the vibe. And yeah, I mean, also with my Logitech mouse, it's just perfect. Come on, it's just perfect. Now, moving slightly into more serious gear, this is my audio setup. Now, probably as you can see right here, I like to use the Mic Mini to shoot like for these longer videos, because I don't want my microphone in front of my face when I'm recording. So I use the Focusrite Scarlett audio interface together with the Rode microphone. And originally I actually bought this a couple years ago when I was making music, when I was like 15. Yeah, well, it wasn't good music, but now I honestly use this microphone mainly for voiceovers. I mean, the Rode microphone itself, it's very high quality, around like 200 euros, so it's pretty expensive, and the quality, I think it's insane. The Scarlett lets me control the microphone gain directly from the interface, which is actually really convenient while recording. I can adjust it as I want, or as I see on my DaVinci Resolve when I'm recording voiceovers. Now, as I said, for talking head videos, I don't want the microphone in my face, so I like to use this DJI Mic Mini, because I think it's less intrusive, and even if the audio quality is not as great as the Rode, you can still like focus on my face and my movements, and not really on a big microphone in front of my face. I also mounted it on this adjustable arm, so I can move it away from the desk when I'm not using it, and obviously move it towards me when I'm using it. This way, like, the workspace still feels pretty minimal, even though we have like a huge mic in the top left. Now, another thing that I wouldn't say like lives on my desk, but it's still present most of the time, is my Sony a6700 camera. This is the camera I use for basically everything: client work, YouTube videos, B-roll, everything. I usually keep it mounted to my Tamron 17-70 f2.8 lens. And even when I'm not filming and I'm maybe editing, I like to have my camera nearby, simply because maybe often I need a B-roll of like my desk setup or whatever, and I need to film something, and I don't want my camera to be lying around somewhere. I just want it here on my desk, so I can grab the camera and go film if I need like some maybe quick B-roll shot, or maybe just like a quick test shot. Obviously, when I'm recording talking head videos, the camera is in front of me right there, but when I'm just editing and doing whatever, I always have my camera right here. It just removes basically the friction of getting up and going to grab the camera in another room, and I mean, it's simply a no-brainer to me. Now, actually, I wouldn't say it's a desk gadget, it's actually the desk itself. So this desk is from a brand called, it's called ER Gear, and the height is adjustable. Let me just stop for a second and say that again. The height is adjustable. It is honestly one of the most underrated parts of this entire setup. Now, when I was editing years ago, I actually noticed that whenever I'm like tired of sitting, I get like tired of editing. I just don't want to sit anymore, so I maybe went on my bed. I used to lay down, but obviously the workflow wasn't as fast. I couldn't use my mouse, so I was just thinking of a way to work while I'm standing up. Then I went on like Ikea or somewhere, and I found this desk right here, and it's honestly insane. I have all my cables under the table, attached like with screws. I mean, it's not a good look, but it does the work. I can hide them, which is the most important thing. And I mean, I can just simply click a button and move the desk up, and it goes up to 118 centimeters, and obviously move it down. I also have custom buttons where I can basically set my height, the height that I want. So for example, with number 1, it goes up to 118 centimeters. With the number 4, it goes down to 82 centimeters, which is the height of the desk when I'm trying to film A-roll footage for my talking head. Now, another essential part of my setup, this guy right here, a SanDisk SSD. I mean, come on, look at this guy. It's so tiny, it's extremely portable. I can throw it anywhere in my backpack, and it has 2 terabytes of storage. Without this external drive, I would constantly have to delete footage to save up space, but I mean, it's something extremely small where I can put it anywhere, and honestly, I actually need a second one because this is getting pretty full. In this thing, I have my client videos, my client projects, YouTube videos, my raw footage, footage and everything I shoot, basically. I try to delete as least stuff as possible because you will never know when you need it. And I can't even count in my head how many times I had to reshoot something because maybe I need it for a video. It's just fast, reliable, small, and honestly, it's probably this is one of the most important pieces I have in my desk setup. Now, boys, after this one, we're gonna talk about the real essential tools I have on my desk setup. This little puppy right here, it's called the Logitech MX Master 2S. For me, this is probably the best mouse ever produced as of today. I have been trying out multiple mices. I have been trying out multiple of these. I know there's a new version of this. It's called Logitech MX Master 3S, but I don't know. I feel like the buttons on the Logitech MX Master 2, they're just so, at least maybe I'm comfortable with them and I just work so well. I know that maybe like the MX Master 3 has 3 buttons here. I'm not sure, but I mean, I'm just so comfortable with this one, with especially like the ergonomics that this mouse has, at least for my hand. I got big ass hands. But the real superpower of this mouse comes from the custom shortcuts. Now, I have been using Logitech's software. It's called Logi Options, I think. But lately I've been using Keyboard Maestro and I've created a lot of custom macros and editing shortcuts. This mouse with Keyboard Maestro incredibly speeds up my editing process. Things that would normally take like 2, 3, maybe even 4 clicks now can happen instantly with just a click of a button. And you know, when you edit every single day, those are small like improvements of efficiency, they just make a huge difference. And also every time I'm sick and I need to like lay in bed and I edit in bed, I can feel how frustrating it is to not have the Logitech on and using like my mouse pad. I have nothing against people who use just the mouse pad. I just think it's not the most optimal way to edit videos. And finally, the most important tool on my desk. Without this guy, I wouldn't even be able to edit. I know it's not a gadget, this is why I said tool, and it's my MacBook M1. Now, this sits on a laptop stand that I bought online on Temu for actually like, I think it was €5, which is like $7. I like this because it lifts the laptop slightly, which improves my posture and the airflow. I actually saw this from Brian Johnson because he says that like your neck needs to be straight most of the time, and this lifts my laptop slightly, which improves my posture and my airflow. I'm also asthmatic, so it's probably good for me. But the real centerpiece, it's obviously my MacBook. This is the machine that makes everything possible. It has a good enough RAM and GPU. The RAM is like 32 gigabytes, I think. I don't know what the GPU was. It still handles large video files like short documentaries or really heavily edited with effects YouTube videos. Obviously, you cannot like edit a Stranger Things episode on this one, but for the editing that I do today, it's more than enough. Okay, boys, so the thing that I want to underline even more is how this little puppy right here made me a lot of money because it made me edit faster. But by simply buying the mouse, it won't just do the work for you, unfortunately. You have to understand and know how to use a software like Keyboard Maestro to create really unique shortcuts and macros to save a ton of time. If you're interested in that, I made a video talking about this right here. Me? I'll see you in the next one, boys. Ciao, ciao.